everyone, and welcome back to another turn of War in the Pacific Admirals edition. We're here on March 19, 1943. Think we're pulling off. Okay. Yeah, Shortlands. We're invading, bombarding, we're doing all those things today. Ooh, direct hit. See if we can sink the I-159. I think we can safely say we're hitting it pretty well. I'm gonna skip because I don't know how many shots this thing is gonna do, but we're hitting it. It's I'm satisfied with that. 12 total hits, heavy damage. Let's see if we hear it sinking. Yeah, it sank. I hear some kind of sound that sounds like what the audio for a sub-sinking is. But anyway, this is pointless because we're below it. So no night bombing by the Japanese today. We're bombarding Finschhafen too, which is fine. I don't have any plans here to attack. In fact, I've broken up my division to repair some damaged devices, but this is pretty damaging. We'll do another bombardment when we get closer to when we're ready to attack. That's about 6 or 7 days away. And this bombardment's pretty devastating also here at Shortlands. Beating up the base, which, you know, we get to repair. And we have a couple of tiny task forces hitting this. This is supposed to be like a kind of a deceptive type of raid. We got a battalion here. It looks like we probably could take that easily enough. Maybe, possibly even take it by a fast transport. But he may have bombers that just bomb our troops, whatever we took it with, into oblivion. Okay, so this is just unloading. I move on from that. We do take some losses, but not real terrible. Okay. Well, that's worse. In fact, these are Marine Corps troops. Okay, well, we got also Amphib Corps troops as well. Anyway, that invasion should be fairly straightforward. Probably somewhat standard as far as casualties and whatnot. I don't have any experience with late war stuff, but come on, Seawolf. Hit but no explosion. Bummer. I'm gonna skip that because we did actually take a hit. I thought we were gonna be below his depth charges. I think we're in the deep sea here, but okay, that's fine. All right, looks like Cromer is probably needing some repairs here, but okay. What I was saying is late war invasions with really good LSTs, LSIs, things like that. Um, well equipped and prepared troops, all those things. I wonder if you can get to very light losses with uh, just the straight invasion, I mean, because of the equipment and assets that you have and preparation as well. I guess we'll find out. I'll hopefully get some experience with that. You know, I still feel like in some situations I don't know what I'm doing, and certainly different opponents would bring different things to the table. But I feel like this is a good game for me to get a taste of, various things. How to like approach counter, when it's time to pull off our own offensives, etc. Anyway, all right, we're hitting the troops here, but very little damage. It is heavy rain. Not ideal. These guys are bombing the airbase stuff, dive bombing into the base, hit some supplies, it's fine. Although, let me look here. They're just two, no, there's two 500-pound bombs and two 250-pound bombs in each of these. So the hits, are they 500-pound or 250-pound? And it's possible that, I mean, if they're all 250-pound bombs, that damage, even though their hits might be fairly light. Well, I don't know if we'll know or when we'll know. All right, our heavies are bombing Tungu. I want to keep them maybe focused on air bases. Keep cycling around air bases. All right, so we're bombing Shortlands because as part of the process of softening the ground targets, I was kind of hoping to do that before. Um, I guess I kind of bombed them yesterday as well. But the goal is to soften them up so while we try to invade, their their gunnery is weakened. The coastal batteries are weakened, and hopefully won't have as big of an effect. You can see all these wildcats. They're really just flying above the CVEs there. That had no effect. One destroyed. All right, that's a decent hit. 8 liberators. That was a long morning, but they have been long mornings. So maybe we hit a submarine here. Well, this is where we bombarded earlier, but let's see if we can hit nothing. Just continuing the bombing raids on the port. There's no airfield here, so we'll just keep aiming for that um, ever evasive port. Maybe the hitbox is tiny. I will say it's a level 1 port, so it's probably. Why is that? Why does this have air air fighting sound? That's funny. All right, wrapping up. Should be going to the land. Yeah, here we go. All right, the usual bombardments. I'm kind of nervous about him punching through this one soon. It is just a bombardment, but these guys are pretty weakened. All right. Yeah, we've got basically a full division plus a regiment, and he's got a division, a weakened division. Okay, I have a theory on this 38th Division. See this? 38th Division slash 5. So when we saw it on the graphic, it just said 38th Division. Um, I think I'll explain here in a minute. In a minute. All right, this is our bombardment at Tungu. And again, we need to be watching here because he is shuffling troops between these two, south, west, or whatever direction. Because it's tilted. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that. The point is, he's moving troops from Tungu toward Pegu. And we need to watch and see when this flips to be much larger. Maybe do an assault on Tungu. I don't know. All right, couple of expansions. Okay, this is what I was going to explain. He has just under 15,000 troops, but he has a few elements. Of course, this is what we got, but what I'm saying is he's got part of a division. And I think I'm guessing he either brought a partial division here to hold it, and I don't know where the rest of it is, or he is pulling troops off of this island. I did want to point out something interesting here. So we lost 8 aircraft, and it looks like he lost 4. But if you look up here, even though we didn't have any air-to-air fight, we shot down 5 aircraft in air-to-air fighting. Well, what are they? So if we look, Japanese lost 6 Emilys, which I think was only 5. But anyway, well, what are these Emilys? My take is that he's flying. These have a long range. He could even fly them from Pohnpei or truck. He could be flying down here, picking these troops up, and bringing them to truck or Pohnpei. I think this might be too far. Yeah, but or maybe he can even with extended range. So any of these bases, he could be picking troops up to bring them here. Now, the heavy equipment he has to leave behind, I think it picks up squads first, but maybe it picks up support as well. But that should make this easier to take. But at the same time, I'm not going to be crushing a full division. It's just going to be part of one. So that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. So while we're here, though, we can take a quick look at. We lost one pilot, although also we didn't look at our own. But you can take a look at this at your leisure, you know. But I'm trying to move on here so I can. If we do last turn, nothing shows up here, so I'm not sure when we'll see the I-159 here. But it'll be, hopefully it'll, oh, wait a minute. Okay, if I do, whoa, what did I do? Anyway, okay, so it does show up here. It's worth 6 points. You can see the stats here. It's a fine sub. It's relatively short range. It does not carry aircraft. I don't, yeah, 0 AC capacity. And then while we're here, let's just take a look at this real quick, and you can see if anything stands out here. It does show a couple of subs here, but I think we already noticed that. Okay, see you in a second with March 20th. All right, welcome back. It's the 20th of March. Let's see if we can do some more, have some more action that's positive for us. We'll see how it goes. And just some more offloading here. Well, that's a shame, but it is an E-boat. These things are small and nimble. All right, we should be able to do something with that. We don't hit anything, and we lose a P-40. That's a shame, but it is 100% Moonlight. Our flak this time destroys a Sally, so we have a trade. One P-40 for one Sally. Oh, come on. Well, while I needed every S-boat and Dutch boat to hit effectively early in the... Ooh. So he does have mines here. I'm glad I brought some minesweepers. Well... Oh, I already lost... Oh, well, I needed every S-boat and Dutch boat to hit early war with the Mark 14. I think my fleet subs are starting to catch up and do probably better than the S-boats and the Dutch boats. So I think I think as they start getting retired, because I've noticed that I'm going to have to pull them off the line as those S boats start retiring. I don't think it'll be much of a loss. They're very short range, and oh, we took out row 34. I think row 34 was one that we quote unquote sank, but this shows that it was still alive, and there you go. So we've been trading subs this sub to sub action. We've each had a few hits on each other. So I think it's about tied. I don't have a logbook or anything on that. All right, we're bombing here again. You know, I mean, probably probably shouldn't stick to one target for too long, but it's just so juicy hitting the clear terrain. Plus, I like to knock around his troops as much as possible. Require him to spend supplies rebuilding those troops. Yeah, that specific spot seems to be easy. All right, sorry about that. My there had a snafu with my headset. Um, well, it doesn't warn me, and it just died, ran out of batteries. So I don't know if I was saying anything important. Probably not, since that's pretty rare for me to do anyway. But let's carry on. Oh, I think I might have been talking about um, bombing successively the same target. Um, anyway, also I keep watching the China bombings, to see if there's maybe a hint that I can take advantage of something that he might bomb that I can cap trap. All right, now here in the South Pacific, and it looks like he has a lot of supplies anyway. I saw the sky filled with flak bursts, but here in the South and Southwest Pacific, I'm trying to mix up my targets. Not that he has fighters to cap me, but to really just keep all the bases beat up. Wherever he's picking up troops from and taking them to is it's not in this area, because we've pretty much wrecked everywhere he can have aircraft flying. What am I looking at here? Okay, we just hit Manus and hit the airbase there. We are still hitting the ground targets here with our twin engine bombers, though. I'm gonna I'm gonna stop bombing Shortlands, and here's the reason. I have caps going on there that I don't want him to see, and if I bomb, he'll see what I have flying there as cap. At least that's what I intended to do. We'll see if my bombers are in fact going somewhere else, or if I missed one or two squadrons. But they should all be redirected or stood down. Um, because yeah, I wanna cap that base without exposing what I'm using to cap it. Because I have some P-38s there, obviously F4Fs and whatnot, but so I'm trying to minimize what he sees there. Alright, this should still be hitting the airfield. Yeah. Hitting Gazmata. Whoa. What is the deal? Uh, we're gonna have to. We fire off all of our torpedoes in one. Look at that. Against one ship, we fire like probably what 12 torpedoes. Maybe 14. I don't know. That's crazy. We do get 2 shells and 2 torpedo hits in heavy damage. Should sink. We're gonna have to go back to, yeah, sank. We're gonna have to go back to rearm. That's crazy. I'll probably forget, but I want to look that up now. Yeah, you can see that little red dot here in the corner by of the shorelands. It looks like he still has some. I'm gonna have to check. I believe I sent some YMS up here, but I need to clear those mines. Ideally, sooner than later. Yeah, I figured this was coming. We're holding 1-1. I doubt we do a lot of casualties to him, and he just obliterates us, so we won't hold anymore. But it's, one more day delay. Every day helps. All right, he's bombarding. We can get a picture of what he's got going on here. Maybe he's maybe he's bringing it in. Actually, I hadn't thought of that. Instead of taking it away, maybe he's bringing it in. All right, we lose a couple vehicles. I don't know how significant that is, but obviously it's not ideal. We are bombarding him in reply with the two infantry units. I'm supposed to be bringing artillery. I've got all sorts of stuff designated for this base, but I don't know where everything is just yet. I'll have to make sure I track it all down and get it all going. We could probably take it without, but it might be helpful to have everything here. All right. These are our usual bombardments up here. Still, is that lower? I'll have to take a look at how this other bombardment goes to see if that's where they moved already. No, they haven't gotten here yet anyway. All right, that's that. We'll take a look at some things here. Nice. Couple promotions. Um, I usually forget about this stuff, but check this funny situation out. 6 torpedoes remaining out of 24. Now, I don't think he fired 18, but maybe I'm just not bothering going back and seeing what we had we started before that happened. Anyway, before that turn played out. Let's move on here. So I'm going to kind of speed through this one, but feel free to pause if you want to look at this in detail. We do have some grounded aircraft on the carriers. Um, some upgrades here. This Morocco be nice. And then we've got some upgrades, three new cargo ships, all at Alameda. And then supposedly we sank a couple of cargo ships. One is dated all the way back to January 25, 1942, so over a year ago. And then row 34 we sank. I kind of want to check this. No, this won't have what I was thinking, but go ahead and take a look at that if you are interested. Okay, moving on, let's take a look at this. So we lost 2 aircraft, actually, not one. 8 total, 2 on the ground, 1 air-to-air loss. It looks like we're shooting something else down. Let's see what it all is. Well, let's take a look in this order. So these Sallies, we did shoot another one down, even though it wasn't reported, or I don't think it was. And then one to flak, and then I mean, it wasn't reported in the combat information. But we did lose a couple of P-40s. We'll just replace those. It'll be fine. All right. I don't like losing all those aircraft. 1 wounded, 1 killed pilot. Well, let's do last turn. The row 34. Finally, for sure sank. And that's actually not a bad sub. It's got a decent. Well, it doesn't have a lot of stuff. It must be just for a quick strike and pull and then rearm and go back out again. But it does carry mines, so maybe he was using it to mine things also, like such as the Shortlands. And then he lost this cargo ship, which isn't half bad. All right. But if we do last month, we just did this just yesterday, but we can, oops, we can just, I'll let you look at that at your leisure. But backing out of here, yeah, I'm just gonna come down here. This isn't where I was gonna look. Okay, Shortlands has some mines, and I thought I had minesweepers here, and it looks like I do not. So, minesweeping, maybe they're sitting here. That's absurd if they are. Okay. So let's, there's nothing to minesweep. There's no subs. Let's get out of here. Um, I don't know why we're following that, but all right. That should help. I don't know for sure. How I don't what I mean is I don't know how quickly they'll get there. I guess looking here, um, roughly 6 to 7 hexes per day, and it'll be half a day. It'll get here and start sweeping, so that should do it. And we do have some. Um, we do have these troops here. I'm not going to waste your time, but I need to get all the assets that I need here. I could start attacking, but I don't know. I don't mind attacking even. I've got tanks here. Those always help. They're Stewarts and with some gun motor carriages. Um, wait a minute. Oh, it just hasn't unloaded everything. I meant to click this, so we still have. All right. Well, anyway, so that's in the works. Uh, we're sitting here just chilling out, kind of in a way. Um, got some reinforcements on the way. 5 more days. Okay. Oh, real fast. I've already mentioned this before, but I think I'm not in a rush, but I want to drop pair drop here and here. I don't know what he has. I should probably recon those. Make sure he doesn't. He could have them stacked. So let's look at that before we do anything foolish and get wiped out. All right, up here, we got the usual. I like to look for little movement pips, but I don't see any. In fact, these troops stopped moving. Um, well, that we can tell. And we have a pretty good visual here, so he's probably stopped moving. Um, but yeah. So it's just status quo. We did lose some fighters here. That's okay. We'll replace them and carry on. Okay, moving east, he was bombing this hex until I did a cap trap here at Wuchang, and then he stopped bombing, I think out of fear that we would cap trap him here. But I kind of want him to start bombing that again because I think it was going to be juicy. Plus, I was going to bring some P40Es because they have the stronger gun power. Um, but right now it looks like status quo. He's not moving, or that I can tell, and I'm not moving anymore either. We're just kind of content with our positioning. Um, and then moving up here into this kind of more northern and central areas, Xi'an is fine, but of course supplies is always an issue. But it looks like we're still holding him off right here. But as soon as he breaks through, he's going to probably go up this road. I doubt he'll charge across here. My guess is he'll probably be content sitting here, but I don't know. He's gonna have to make a push for the interior, or else nothing's gonna be done here. Now we've got decent garrisons over here. If he comes across here or here, he'll take a lot of damage, even coming here. Uh, but here is a weak spot where he could, but he may have to work his way up and then over. But I think his supply issue, I mean, he's going up this bad road. I don't know if that these guys are in great supply shape. I know these guys up here were having supply issues. Um, but look at this, we're almost here. Then I can knock this guy back, scare him. He may divert up here to hit me harder. Maybe that's a bad thing because we will cause him to look up here. But every little win we can get, we might want to take advantage of. Um, I wonder if it would make sense to park something here on this crossroad or here. And so, well, these have. Let's take a look real fast. Sand deserts times 3. Desert rough is times 2. So I think right here might be a really strong spot. So if I can knock him out, I don't know what he has here now that I think about it. This right here is times 3. So maybe we go here and hit him, and it's like, that was a bad move. Although I could bombard him first and see how that does. But like I say, then I could move here, here, or here, and then anything that comes up the road will be stopped by us here. I don't know. It's something to look at, but in the meantime, it's kind of static. I don't see any movement pips here, but the Chinese, especially these guys, I just don't have anything to scout. I guess the cavalry squad technically may be able to spot, but we're not seeing anything, and it's possible he is moving toward us unawares, and will get destroyed here. And then here, but by the time he gets here, hopefully we've got the reinforcements that I've sent into the area um, from Chungking. Okay, I think, yeah, we don't have a lot here. But if I have to, I'll move these troops up. Um, yeah, because if he overruns this and this, then I think Lanchow is in danger. Um, it is ×3 terrain though, and we are building fortifications. So, all right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here, but I'll of course be back for March 21. Hopefully, we got some good things on the horizon for us. And it's been slow, and it's probably will be for a little bit. But I'm not in the mode yet. I've got to gather two more. I've got Victorious coming into the area as well as the Hornet. That'll give me 6 carriers here, and then I'd like to get the Wasp back from Colombo, and then we'll have 7. But then the Essex, yeah, the Essex should be coming online in a month or two. I think 2 months, and that'll give us 8 carriers, and then we can go hunt his carriers. But right now, I don't know if he's coming at us. This is moving southwest. I mean, like, dude. Um, I wish when you spotted something, it gave you kind of an idea how good the spotting is, like, kind of like these numbers, 9 of 10, so I could know, is this a bad intel or good intel? Because he's moving southwest. Is this potentially his carriers? But I can't tell because all I saw were 2 cruisers. It is severe storms. Maybe we just couldn't see through the squall, and we thought we saw a couple of cruisers, and that's it. Well, we'll find out. For now, I will tell you I've got some cap here, and I'll put more bombers on naval attack. I was thinking about even putting my heavies on naval attack. I could put them on naval attack with also some base attacks as well. But maybe just naval attack and rest because it wouldn't hurt for them to chill out for a little bit anyway. All right, well that's enough rambling. Thanks guys. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.